So, you ever wanted to fight shadow monsters in a school uniform while an owl with a Shakespeare complex tells you the fate of the world depends on your after-school schedule? No?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Well, too bad, because Persona 5 The Phantom X is here. What blows my mind about Persona 5 The Phantom X is just how legit it feels. Like, this game isn't some watered down mobile cash grab with the Persona sticker on it. This thing is full on Persona, from top to bottom. It doesn't feel like a spin-off. It feels like Persona 5 just never ended. Like the game packed up their stuff at LeBlanc and moved into your phone and said, and honestly, I'm so here for it. Big shout out to Sega for sponsoring today's video and letting me talk about this game, because I've had my eye on it ever since it dropped in China, and I've been foaming at the mouth for a global release. And now, it's finally here. Global launch, fully playable. Quick disclaimer before we go any further though, this is not my full review of the game, not even close. This game is absolutely stacked. I mean seriously, it's a full-blown Persona game. Deep stories, side quests, turn-based combat, emotional trauma, jazz music, the whole 9 yards. So it's gonna take a while before I can drop a full verdict on this game, but what I can do is share my early thoughts as someone who's been knee-deep in Persona since the first time I stepped in LeBlanc. Psych, I never actually played the game, but I've got friends who've explained the lore to me like it's a gospel. So at this point, I'm basically a Persona adjacent, spiritually immersed lore by osmosis. Close enough. Persona 5 The Phantom X is out on PC and mobile, and it's not just some quick spin-off. This thing fully reimagines the Persona 5 experience from the ground up. We're talking brand new cast, brand new story, and a brand new Phantom Thief you'll be playing as, codename Wander. He's got the wild card, of course, because what's a Persona Pro tag without the ability to be everyone and everything? Right? And just like how Joker had Morgana to tell him all the metaphysical nonsense, Wander's got Bluefool, a tiny little owl cat thing that looks like Morgana's cousin who went to liberal arts school. He's your mentor, your lore dump machine, and the dude who basically explains everything in the metaverse while you nod like you totally understand it. Now, structure-wise, this game mirrors the classic Persona 5 formula. Student by day, Phantom Thief by night. If you're a Persona 5 veteran, you'll slip right into this game like you never left. You're still diving into palaces, stealing distorted desires, causing heart changes, probably wrecking someone's midlife crisis. You know, the usual. But it's not all retread. You're getting brand new palaces, a whole new velvet room, and get this, it's not a prison anymore. Nah, they switched it up. It's an aquarium now, and it somehow still feels just as unsettling and mysterious as it was before. And speaking of the velvet room, shout out to the new attendant, Merope. Yeah, I'm already simping. No regrets. The Velvet Room simp allegations, fully accepted. I'm guilty, Your Honor, and I would do it again. What really blew me away though is just how authentic this game feels. It doesn't feel like a knockoff, like I said before. It doesn't feel like a mobile cash-in, like I said before. It genuinely captures the Persona 5 vibe. In fact, the opening straight up hits you with a recreation of P5's opening. You even get to play as Joker, or at least what it looks like you do. The whole intro is designed to bring back the exact same feeling you got for the first time you play Persona 5, and honestly, they nailed it. The music, the pacing, and the atmosphere, it's all there. Oh, and for the OG fans, you'll be happy to know that there are cameos. Yep, Joker's here. So is Anne, Ryuji. They're not saying goodbye to the old crew yet. It's like they knew we'd be down bad and gave us a little reunion tour. Here's a major shakeup in Persona 5X. No calendar system. Yep, the thing that made you panic every time you wanted to hit the batting cages instead of saving the world, gone. In the original Persona 5, every move mattered. You had to manage your time like your GPA depended on it. But in P5X, traditional time limits out the window. No big calendar looming over your shoulder making you sweat. It's way more chill. Now, you might be thinking, wait, does that mean I can just grind social links to max on day one and become the most emotionally connected teen in Tokyo? Not exactly. There's a stamina system that caps how much you can do it in a given time. But it's honestly pretty forgiving. So far, I haven't hit any walls that made me go, ugh, I guess I'll touch grass. It still lets you explore, level up, and vibe at your own pace. But fair warning, I'm still early into the game, so all this can change later on. So if they suddenly throw a calendar boss at you, I take no responsibility. Mementos is back, and yes, it still slaps, but this time it's had a bit of a glow up. In Persona 5, Mementos was basically your spooky shadow-filled Uber tunnel that you farmed XP in between story beats. But in P5X, it's way more than that. This isn't just your XP farm anymore. It's your central hub now, your exploration zone, your progression point, and gateway to palaces. And get this, it's no longer just a procedurally generated maze where you wander around hoping you don't get jumped by a shadow battles the size of a bus. Mementos in P5X is handcrafted now. Each floor is pre-designed, meaning it feels more like a proper dungeon and less like you got lost in a random IKEA. But don't worry, it's still packed with everything you expect. Enemies, treasure, side objectives, hidden events. It's still the go-to place for grinding materials, doing advanced side quests, and scooping up XP. But the key difference is integrated into the story more directly. In P5X, all the palaces are now accessed through the mementos. So rather than hopping between disconnected realms, you're diving deeper and deeper into a single layered dungeon world. It's like the metaverse has become one big spooky basement full of trauma and monsters, which honestly checks out. And speaking of palaces, they still follow the tried and true formula: twisted desires, a boss who desperately needs therapy, and some stylish anime justice. The first palace belongs to a guy named Kyuchi, and wow, this man is just the worst. His whole thing, he's just obsessed with shoving people, like literally pushing strangers to the ground and laughing about it like it's a prank video. Whenever cops show up, he just hits them with the classic, "Oops, it was an accident." And somehow he gets away with it every time. No evidence, no charges. Just vibes and balance. Naturally, this makes him prime Phantom Thief material, and when you infiltrate his palace, you'll uncover his backstory. Turns out this dude is haunted by a failed baseball career. Not that it excuses shoving grandmas, but hey, Persona villains always have that deep-seated emotional scar somewhere. Aesthetically, the palace design goes crazy. We're talking visuals, enemies, placement, dungeon challenges. It's all on par with what you'd expect from a mainline Persona 5 experience. No corner cuts, just stylish suffering. And of course, that brings us into one of the best parts of Persona. The iconic turn-based system from the main Persona games is alive and well in P5X, and honestly, it holds up beautifully. They've definitely streamlined a few things to fit the mobile and live service model, but the core of what makes Persona combat great is still here. You're still exploiting enemy weaknesses, still triggering one more turns, still knocking down entire mobs just to unleash the glorious all-out attacks, and yes, they're still flashy enough to make you pause and go, yo, that was clean. Persona switched mid-battle, it's still in. Baton Pass, still here, though it's had a bit of a mobile-friendly facelift. Instead of manually passing the turn, your teammates are now mapped to buttons, and hitting that button automatically targets the enemy's known weakness. Oh yeah, and speaking of weakness, the game just tells you, like right off the bat, every fight. No more trial and error. It's all revealed up front, and while that might sound like a loss for hardcore fans, honestly, it keeps the pace fast and makes the mobile grind feel way more efficient. Combat still looks amazing. Elemental attacks pop. Debuffs and buffs matter, and even your skills look like they came out of an anime battle scene. It's very much still that signature Persona style. There's also auto battle if you're just grinding mods and want to go brain off for a bit, but don't get cocky. Boss fights will still check your synergy and make sure you're actually thinking. And then we've got a brand new layer added to the mix: Phantom Idols. These aren't your typical Persona users. They're characters who don't have Persona powers of their own. They're cognitive manifestors of people the protagonist knows in the real world. Basically, they're like memory echoes of folks who had or still have strong desires. And since those desires resonate with the metaverse, they can fight alongside you. So yeah, the combat is still heat. Streamlined, sure, but watered down, not even close. Now look, it wouldn't be a proper Persona game without the high school simulator grind, and P5 absolutely nails that too. You're still leveling up your social stats, choosing how to spend your free time, juggling friendships, part-time jobs, emotional baggage, all that Persona flavor. And yes, there are a lot of mini games too, just enough to distract you for 2 hours when you swore you'd only play one quest. And don't even get me started on the music. The acid jazz, the stylish grooves, Lynn's vocals, it's all here. We've got returning tracks and brand new heat that somehow makes walking into a convenience store feel like a boss entrance. So if you love the sound of Persona 5, P5X is gonna be living in your head rent-free. So yeah, it's free, it's real, it's a full Persona experience in your pocket, and it's out right now. Available on PC via Steam and on Android and iOS through the Google Play Store and the App Store. Or just use my link down below in the description. Go check it out for yourself and let me know what you think. And let me know if you're also simping for the Velvet Room attendant. Be honest.